Why do I create? I am an artist. My name is Mary Rosenberger, and I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area. So, yeah, I create to keep being me. The me that I want to be is something that I'm able to do every day. Yeah. I think I take a lot of inspiration from taking something that wasn't very exciting at first and then transforming it into something. It depends on my headspace. New York has a way of pushing you to the edge, and that makes your art grow. If that makes any sense. So, I'm an artist. I am an artist. I think that I always have been. My mother did makeup and hair for a living, and she taught art to children as well. So I come from a very creative background. My parents, they've always been very supportive of my process. My father's a multi-instrumentalist. My mother, I mean, it's been everything with her. Fiber arts, embroidery, painting. Like, I've always been exposed to having art and creation around me. So I'm an artist. I create to keep my own sanity. I create because when I don't create, I feel like I'm sitting on all of these emotions, and as much as I need time to process and not constantly make art, I need time for experience. I need time for myself to figure out how I'm feeling. When I have creative expression in my life, and be that with painting on clothing or painting a painting or doodling, it releases something inside of me, and it makes me feel like all of my pain or suffering or whatever that's brewing in me isn't all for nothing. So I create to stay true to myself, to remember that all of these experiences are something really beautiful, and it's easy to just to live and to forget, but when I create, I remember. So yeah, I create to keep being me, the me that I want to be, if that makes any sense. So with what we're doing in the month of September, it's all about transfiguration. And transfiguration, in terms of my own life, how that relates right now, if you look up the definition of transfiguration, it's about turning into something. It's going from one state to a more spiritual state, to becoming more beautiful in whatever way that resonates with you. And it might seem cliche to say that, this is my, the evolution, shedding my exoskeleton, this is a coming of age story, but it's really where I'm at. It's my third time moving back to New York, and I've gone through a lot to get back here, and I feel like I lost my confidence in so many different ways. I was in a huge depression for a long time, and now that I'm back and I'm feeling my wings grow back, it's a really exciting experience. And so this collection's just about feeling like myself again. That's what it means to me. What I'm dreaming about a life for myself. I'm dreaming about a life for myself that is in constant motion, that where I'm in a place that I'm able to create all the time, because I took a break for a while just to get myself together. So right now I'm dreaming of a life where art is something that I'm able to do every day. Yeah. In 5 years, I'd like to see myself at a point where I'm solely producing my art to finance myself, to support my dreams in my life. I used to sell my work online, and I had this business, but I wasn't in the right place for it. So I see myself traveling the world, sharing experiences with different people. I see myself independent. I see myself not having to owe anything to anybody except me. So when it comes to inspiration for work, it's always a funny thing when you ask an artist that, because it's like, you know, I take inspiration from my life, from my own experience, from humans. I'm really fascinated by community and the self-growth that I myself go through interacting with other people. I can take inspiration from, I can shit in a toilet and find inspiration. I can look out and see, you know, I find it in places where they're gritty, where it's not always something that's glamorous. I take a lot of inspiration from my mother. From the time that I was a little girl, she always, we didn't have a lot of money, but she made sure that I looked good. She made sure that she would take curtains and sew me a dress. She would take these denim jackets she would thrift, and she would sew Barbie shoes onto them in different beads. And so I think I take a lot of inspiration from taking something that wasn't very exciting at first and then transforming it into something. Yeah. Beauty and evolution. You mean in terms of my art when it comes to, because I also sculpt jewelry as well. I sculpt jewelry, I paint on clothing, I paint, I draw. You know, it's not about having a favorite thing. It depends on what mood that I'm in. Let's say that I'm in a very expressive mood. That means that I'm going to want a larger scale canvas, something that I can put my whole body into. Whereas if I'm in a more focused type of zone and I'm in the mood for something that's like a meditative type of experience, I like doing things with clothing because you don't have as much work, or you don't have as much material to work with, and you have to be very focused for it. So I think that it's something where, yeah, it depends on my headspace. Three top favorite artworks. That's hard. I don't think that I want to name any names for that because I feel like I'll exclude so many that are important to me. But in terms of art that I feel very connected to, I think that it's the art of children. It's the way that they so intuitively paint, the way that they create without expectation, because so many people, I hear them talk about, oh, I'm not talented, I can only draw stick figures, I don't see myself as creative, but humans are naturally creative, and children are a great example of that, because they don't paint or they don't draw to impress people. They do it for themselves, and then when you let go of that, you can truly tap into your creative consciousness. Well, being an artist here, I think, is really great because I have the opportunity to collaborate with so many different people who understand what I'm doing. It's not that art is non-existent in San Francisco. It's just that it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. And here, people are just kind of cruising the same wave together, and it's really exciting experience to be around like-minded artists that feel inspired by this crazy city the same way. I think that San Francisco, it's very grounding for me as an artist there, but I don't feel pushed to the edge. And New York has a way of pushing you to the edge, and that makes your art grow. So, in this exhibition, I want to present a few of my hand-painted garments. I want to showcase a physical example of these memories that I have since I got back. So I'm going to be painting memories of me arriving to New York and feeling back in my flow. So yeah, I want to showcase my New York story for the third time, because it's my third time moving back. Yeah, so all these different events that have led me to where I'm at right now to help me feel like myself again.